the Thuja or Arborvitae. This is the type of Thuja or Arborvitae that is like green, and during summer it's like that. Just looks like that. It's growing a lot during summer, and during the winter actually they don't lose their leaves. They are just like that. That is why they are called the winter green plants, because they never the leaves are not affected. They can tolerate even how cold it is. They are resilient to whatever weather you have. So a lot of people like to, how to say it, have a lot of them, but if you buy a lot of them, they cost a lot too. So I had videos where I do air layering of Arborvitae, and today I am actually how to say it here, I'm actually collecting or harvesting them. There is one there that I already planted. As you see, the leaves are quite different from the other one. And then I have one here that I will show you how the roots develops. The difference actually when you air layer an Arborvitae with quite small roots is that when they are the stem are quite, no, not roots but the stem, if the stem are quite small, they are not so big, they actually develop roots faster than the ones where the stems are bigger. So as you see, the roots here are developing nicely. So when you see that the roots are developed like that, it means they are ready for planting. But of course, I will advise, never plant them directly on the ground. You have to plant them first on a container. See? So that is how it looks like. They are very nice. So you have here the container, just put some dirt on it and put your leaf. Just be sure that the edge of where the roots is, that's where you put the soil. Like here, you shouldn't plant it this way, like the has to be like that. It's hard for me to show now, but I will try my best actually to show. I will show you how I will do it. I have already here some. Using with one hand is not actually very easy, you know, but I will try my best. So you put your dirt or planting soil there. Here in Sweden, we buy them. I remember when I was in the Philippines, I just collect them somewhere else. But here, you buy your planting soil. But sometimes you can actually also like collect somewhere else in the forest, but you cannot take it either a lot. So you have it there, and then all you do is just put it in there like that. So I have to be careful because I don't want to destroy the roots, you know. So I just dig a little bit, and there you have a place. So just be sure that you're not destroying. So if you look at it, it's like it should be somewhere here that you put. So I will just put it like that first, and then I'll put more of the, I don't have my, I was not supposed to make this video, but then maybe I was thinking, oh, it can help actually. So I have it that way there. So now push it a little bit, and there it stands actually. So just be sure, yeah, the roots are starting there. Yeah, you have the roots there. You're not putting your soil somewhere here because it's like you're drowning your plant. So I will actually put it up a little bit, you know, that one. Now I have it. To be a content creator and you do it by yourself, it's not actually that very easy. Anyway, I have it there, and the roots are there. once it's already developing roots there and you plant them in a container, the roots will actually grow very well. And by the way, when did I air layer this? I actually air layer this for like July, August, September. So it's almost like this kind of Arborvitae actually takes time. It's different kinds of Arborvitae actually. There are Arborvitae where it has this kind of leaves. There are some that have very bigger leaves, but this one that has smaller leaves, and they are actually very, very beautiful leaves on it, as you see. It's so fine. The other kinds of Arborvitae can just take 2 months, or 2 months, but this one actually took quite a longer time to root. So Arborvitae, it varies. When you air layer Arborvitae or Thuja, it varies upon the kind of Arborvitae you are air layering. So now I have a plant there, and this Arborvitae can actually develop so big as this. But these very big ones, I will tell you, I planted it, I bought it in a store, and they were like only not even 1 foot, and now it's like 1, 2, 3, like 4 meters high. So as you see, they are very big now. But when I planted them, it was even smaller than this one. But I bought them in the stores, and they were quite tiny. I remember my kids are just still small when I planted this Arborvitae. So this Arborvitae now that I planted, it will take it also like 10 years before it will become like that. So if you buy that very big Arborvitae in stores, oh my goodness, that is very expensive. And if you think why it's expensive, and yes, because you have to pay for the hours, the days, the months, the years that the person is taking care of the plant. So if I will tell you that this plant before was just like half a foot when I bought it, and it was only like 3 crowns, or 3 US dollar, equivalent to 30 Swedish kronors, and now it's like that. But it's there for like more than 10 years. And so that is the reason why plants are expensive, because the person taking care of these plants, they are, they are really like watering it, cutting it. So it's very understood why Arborvitae can be expensive, especially this kind. And if you buy this kind for like 3 meters already, or even just 1 meter, you should pay already around like $30, equivalent to 300 Swedish kronor. So they are not cheap, this kind of Arborvitae. A lot of people use them like, boundary on their lots, or like putting them as a group, like I did, like that. And by the next spring, then I'm thinking of air layering them, a lot of them. And the thing with air layering is that instead that you start buying and very expensive, or start planting where they're very small, you can already have like this. So as you see, I still have to plant this. So if you look at that, that is already like 1.5 meter. Put it on the floor so you can really see. So it's like 1.5 meter. If I will buy it in stores, I can really pay for around maybe the cheapest is like 10 US dollar or 20 US dollar. So they are not cheap. And if you want to plant them in your boundaries, in your lot, it will really, you can really spend a lot of money by then. So if you have a big garden, you want to reproduce a lot or propagate a lot of arborvitae without spending a lot of money, then learn to air layer. And by air layering, if you're not yet my subscriber, subscribe it now, because I have a lot of air layering, and by the month of April next year, I will be doing a lot more of air layering, so you can be notified every time I do it. Or you can already visit and play my playlist, because I have already different kinds of air layering. And it doesn't matter what kind of plant are you doing. It's the same principle how you air layer plant. It's the same thing you have to follow, the procedure. So my advice, when you look at an air layering video, finish it, because every information on how to do the air layering is very important for your air layering to be successful. Again, this is Evelyn of Livabuhay. Thank you so much for watching.